What are you seeing with CRM? Where do you see the market right now?
It's interesting.
Where do you see it going? Or where do you see the pitfalls? Or where are companies struggling?
Sure.
What's your view on all that?
So CRM in our minds is not a product. CRM is a strategy. And we can say Dynamics 365 CRM, that's just one little piece of an actual successful CRM strategy. It's data and analytics, it's adoption, it's mobile experience, it's how well does it play with the rest of how you communicate on the front lines today. If you look at CRM systems historically, they can all do amazing things, right? And they pretty much all tick the box of what you need for your org. If it's sales, it's going to be forecasting and relationship management. If it's customer service, it's going to be case management and how do I interact with customers, or maybe running a call center or something like that. Field service, arming field service techs out in the field. The problem is there's so much nuance in there around adoption, right? And adoption is, it's at its simplest description, it's a game of clicks. How many clicks does it take me to do a task in the system? And there's very low tolerance today. We want a consumer grade experience on an enterprise grade CRM. So where we live today is around simplification of CRM. Our CRM systems, if I were to give you a CRM presentation, we could spend a week, on that. And sometimes we do. But really comes down to, do I have everything I need to do my job in one pane of glass? And how simple and fast can I do that? Now that pane of glass might be mobile, it might be on-premise, et cetera. That's where AI comes in, et cetera. So what we're seeing in the marketplace is also then CRM as a strategy. We want CRM to work with everything else we're doing. We want it to work with teams and be embedded in everything else. We want to see opportunities in that collaboration space where maybe we don't even want people to go into Dynamics to view opportunities or whatever else. We just want everybody to use Teams, and it better be able to all be visible in the platform that I choose as an end user to view it. If I'm in Outlook, I should never have to leave Outlook if I want to see deep insights about a customer. So it's really that integration that's been, as we've gone through, the switch from on-premise CRM, which was dominant, we're at the point now where it's 97 or 98% of our customers choose online or cloud CRM, right? So, but even there, that's been the case, the cloud preference for a while. But even that's been kind of a 1.0 version of, okay, now we're in the cloud, but it doesn't necessarily mean adoption. So adoption is where we live. And the companies that we're working with at scale, they have major data security. We work with Department of Defense, we work with banks, everything I mentioned before. We, as well as just your average manufacturer, but how they view the security of their data is, you could work with a very basic manufacturer. They think their data is just as important as the Department of Defense, and so it's really important that we understand, that align the technology with what they need. So what we'll also see is, as you need platforms that you can grow into, because there might be, if you're a company that has 4 different divisions, you might still want one platform so you can kind of manage it centrally and so on. So it might seem very simple, but the management and the back end of all that data and how it's served up can actually be very complex, even for smaller use cases. And then the last piece is, we see a lot of folks with operations overseas. And so we'll have, a North America instance, but I was even on calls this morning, right, with a customer that said, okay, so we have instances in Vietnam, Germany, China, the US, and every one of those countries has different requirements of how you're able to access data in the cloud, how you're able to engage with customers, the whole concept, of customers, how we reach out to customers and their willingness for customers to, be able to receive emails or whatever else. It's really, for us, then we have to, and so the scalability becomes the ability of the platform. And so to be able to meet the needs of those artists, we have the largest data center footprint on earth. We serve more regions than any other company at scale. And so for us, it's a little easier discussion because we already have data estates in those areas. So it's about turning it on and aligning. But, once again, could be a simple use case. It could be just, hey, we just want to run a sales opportunities. But if you're doing it across the globe, it gets complex really quick. But the good news is, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it would have been really hard to do that. And today it's much easier.